Hello guys, we're back. It's just like the old days. I'm on the way to a race in the car, doing my vlog. Okay, so yeah, going to a race. It is the Mountbatten circuit, so an absolute staple of my channel. One of the first races I think since the restrictions have been lifted, and because there's still some restrictions, so we're doing two 15-minute races. Should kind of be interesting. So it'll be really fast. Yeah, so on the way to the race, got my bike on the back, race wheels, same as last week. Got the BCN kit, and yeah, ready to go. Pretty excited. A few ideas of how the race is going to go, but generally it's just going to be try and go fast, attack loads, and should be a good fun hit out. There's no British cycling points, which is also fun, so gambling, like, you know, attack with 3 laps to go, yeah, why not? Because there's literally nothing to lose. So if I see anyone sitting in for the sprint, that's minus reputation points, because that's not cool. Not cool, my friend. Although I say that now, but there's a possibility that might end up being me, because, yeah, I don't know. Pretend I didn't say that. Anyway, yeah, we're on the way to now. Can't speak. On the way to the race now, about 20 minutes away. So yeah, it should be good. So I know you guys have been waiting a hot minute for this, but it's finally back. The gel flavour of the week this week, if you haven't seen already, it's WikiHow. They've got some great tutorials on how to become a faster cyclist.
I walk around like that.
The weather is nice and clear. As you can see, it's a nice sunny day in Britain. We're getting our 2 weeks of summer allocation at the moment, so it's been pretty good. Fairly warm, and yeah, got my SIS hydration tabs just there, and I can't zoom in because yeah, we're limited by the technologies in my time. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you at the race. So getting into race 1, I was pinning my number 1, which that's always a nice sort of confidence boost, even if it means nothing. And from the gun, I can't remember how I ended up like that, but I ended up solo off the front pretty quickly because you know, standard bit of early moves. That didn't last too long, I'm not gonna lie. Not that I'd expect it to, but yeah, we ended up with a group of about 7 of us out of the field, which is only about 24, so not a big field, but yeah, a group of 7 of us ended up coming together after a short amount of time. It was still pretty attacky, you know, splitting, coming together off and on. And eventually these two ended up going off the front. Didn't want to react straight away. I don't know why. I just thought it'd be more interesting if I tried to bridge across instead of reacting straight away. So yeah, there's me bridging solo. And in the end, I only caught them just as they lapped the bunch anyway. So I ended up making the last little bit, or the last half lap to lap the bunch on my own, which was a fun little dig. And then the other 3 from the group did actually end up taking the lap as well on the bunch. So there was about 7 of us, 1 lap up on the main field. Coming into the last lap, so we only had 10 minutes left, 5 minutes left, and then the bell as warnings for how much racing we had left. So it was like, oh, there's the bell. Right, I guess that's the position we're going to have. So happened to be on the front. I was like trying to keep aware. This guy on my right did actually catch me by surprise a little bit. And here I pushed a little bit too hard. I should have left a bit of a gap and rushed the gap, and then I would have had a lot more speed. But in the end, I still had to do quite a bit of an acceleration, which gave James behind me a little bit of an advantage. But it still worked out all right. I just about had enough to hold him off by probably half a wheel length, if that, all in the lunge. And in to race 2.
Round 2. Fight.
Pretty similar story. Obviously, we're all a lot more tired at this point. It was like a max effort, obviously, at the end of the last race. So it was a little bit more docile, a little bit more chilled out. you know, still a few attacks, but just slightly the aggression was slightly toned down. Ended up off the front again on my own here, just trying to find a good rhythm. And I should add, I'm pretty fatigued at this point. Well into my 4th week of the block, so yeah, fairly tired. These guys came past, I thought, right, jump on the back of them. So again, we had a group of about 7 or so, 6 or 7. Similar story with just attacks sort of going, coming, just general fun racing really. A few more digs here and there. So at this point, those two, James and Jamie, they'd gone off together or separately, and we all ended up coming together as a group of 3. This time it was just us who managed to stay away. Again, coming to the last lap. This time I was fortunate enough to be on the back, and just about caught them a little bit off guard, I'd say. Maybe like, you know, half a second of extra time from when they're looking forward. And that's all you need really, just to get that extra little bit of reaction time. And it's basically track sprinting, because you end up sitting down just trying to get as aero as possible. So yeah, managed to get race win number 2. Now we're into race 3, the final race. We're all pretty tired at this point. And yeah, very quickly ended up off the front with James chasing 2 guys, Jacob and Jamie, who were just ahead of us. Now I just want to give a shout out to, well, all of them really, Jacob, Jamie and James. They're all juniors. Jamie's bloody under 16, and yeah, massive fair play for their age. They're really strong, so big respect to them. Again, coming to the final lap, fell lap. We had a pretty big gap, so we could afford to mess around a bit. I happened to be on the front.
Come on, Red, UTB!
I thought, oh, I'll lead it out and you know, see what happens. That was a nice win, the 3 out of 3. Here's the funny thing, I saw Jamie coming up on the inside. I made a little diagram here, spent way too long animating that. I saw him coming up on the inside and I immediately thought, okay, this would be cool if I could block James in on the outside, because I know he's got the good sprint, and that would give me a little bit more reaction time. This diagram sort of shows what I was trying to do. It didn't really go like that, but in essence, I think that's kind of what happened, and it kind of helped. And you know, just like implementing little tactics like that, that's what this sort of you know, these midweek races are all about really. Just fine-tuning all the little bits that can give you the edge. And yeah, so that's the end of this race, and yeah. If you like the video, give it a like, give it a subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbours, and help spread the good word of my channel. Yeah, also give me a follow on Instagram, because you'll get to see all my other content. I don't know, if that floats your boat, do it. If not, don't. It's really down to you. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video. Thanks for watching.